Yup. Same groove, baby. Ain't changing up too much, you already know. Now it's just streaming them Boss Candy channel. Let's go. And we gonna ask this question.
Say hood.
Are the Dallas Cowboys sneaking up on the 49ers, Candy?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The 49ers, the fans, everybody. The whole town.
Yeah.
What did Dion Sanders say? We coming?
We coming, man. And see, sneaking up is the right word.
Yeah.
Cause see, man, cause really we getting treated like we just some scrubs.
Anybody. Yeah. Like we barely made it in. Like we didn't deserve to be here.
Right. Man, if you don't sit you say like real talk, man, this is sneak up time.
Like the person that wasn't invited to the party showed up anyway. That's what they have to do.
Right.
Well, we didn't have to be invited to the party.
Right.
We created it.
Talk that talk, Candy. I like that. We what? Candy say we created the party, man. Y'all better listen. Ooh-wee. The Dallas Cowboys built your world. Yeah. We not called America's team for nothing. We earned it.
Literally.
And y'all gonna have to
count. People don't know what a 49er is. Some
right.
people know what a 49er is. They think that's changed.
Right. Man, gonna have a seat. Appreciate y'all coming back, man. Appreciate y'all coming back, man. Yeah, we go keep it southern today. We go keep it southern, man. Oh, James, you not a mod, big dog? Okay, bro, we gonna make you a mod, homie. We gonna make you a mod, bro. We see you. Yeah, man. So listen, I'm gonna be. Let's get this sounds right. We gonna start off the old way, but we gonna flip it back. We go flip it back. Yeah. Yeah, we gonna flip it all the way back. All right, let's go. Let's crank it up. Run it up. Straight up. Run it up.
Run it up.
All right. Let's do this again, Candy. Let's do this again. All right. Like we never did this the first time. So let's tell people first about your channel. Yeah, let's tell everybody first about your channel, cause my branding everywhere. So yeah. So tell everybody about. Yeah, I know. Go ahead.
All right, Candy's Locker Room. You can find me here on YouTube. Candy's Locker Room on Instagram, TikTok, and on Twitter at Candy Lamb. Like, share, subscribe, and of course, we appreciate y'all for tuning in again with us tonight. We're excited to start this show. Boss, what do you have for the people?
Well, I just want to repeat real quick what you talked about before we cut out, because the big thing that you were saying was that basically Dan Quinn has the advantage over Shanahan. That was a very big point that you made. The advantage of him working for Dan Quinn. And the more I've been looking at both, Candy, the more I can really see to where they also think very much alike. All right. So hold on real quick. So my boy James say need to get that mod on. All right, hold on real quick. Y'all be patient real quick. Let me make James a mod real quick. Y'all sit back and chill.
Y'all be patient. Because if you love us, love is patient. Love is kind. Love is Boss Cowboys.
Candy, they don't want to hear that. Listen.
Y'all want to hear that?
No,
all right,
no.
What do y'all want to hear?
No. I know what they want to hear. That you, not just that. You know, we never heard we never heard about your thoughts on Tampa. While I'm making my homie a mod, what's your thoughts on Tampa? Because that we never heard your thoughts on that.
So I actually got to go to the game with my sister. Amazing.
Oh wow!
But
you went?
Yeah, y'all, boss doesn't listen to me. I was talking to him earlier, and he just was like, but yes, I went, and it was an amazing experience. I think that our Cowboys definitely upped their game. I think that Dak made some adjustments that they didn't say in the media, but I don't think those low throws were on purpose. I mean, on accident. I think it was on purpose. I think he adjusted his game, adjusted it to how Tampa's defense would play him, and it worked. It worked well for us. We played. I think Dak had one of his best games, but I was disappointed in Tampa Bay. I did not see the Brady magic. I did not see the Tampa Bay that got into the playoffs. I just was kind of disappointed on their end. But Cowboys, magnificent game. And we didn't play to the level of our opponent like everyone likes to say. Because if we had played to the level of our opponent, that would have been a terrible game.
Yeah, so I don't feel bad at all for them. I'm sure.
No, I don't feel bad for them, but I would have liked to see a better fight.
You wanted to see a better fight? You so nice. You friendly?
Absolutely.
God,
I'm not friendly.
You are
I am
very
not
friendly.
But you don't understand. That game.
Hold on. Candy. No, we can't let you slide on that, Candy. No.
Y'all don't have to let me slide.
No. You wanted to see a fight?
So let me ask you this. Would you, it's just like when we played the Eagles, right? It's like when we played the Eagles and Jalen Hurts wasn't in.
Oh, hell no.
Then people said, oh, y'all won against the backup quarterback. To me, this puts me in the same mind frame. We played against a sorry Tampa Bay. They were not playing. No one was playing at their best potential. That's how I feel. I went to especially if we went all the way up there to Tampa. I wanted to see a good game. I saw a good game from my Cowboys, but I didn't see a good game from Tampa Bay. And that's like you. If you're on a basketball court and you're playing one-on-one against Michael Jordan, you want to, so you can reign that title and really rub it in. You don't want to say, oh, I played against injured Michael Jordan and won. You want to say, I played against Michael Jordan at his best and won. Yes. You don't have to.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
Damn, I never thought I would have to fight you, Candy.
Come on, bring it on. But you know that's true.
What?
Let's get back to this.
No, we ain't getting off. No, we're not getting off this.
Let's ask the viewers, guys. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? What do you think?
Yeah, what y'all think? I want. Is she being too friendly? This is you're friendly.
I'm not. I didn't say I wanted them to
see a
win.
Fight. I want to see them get submitted.
Finish him.
Okay, yes. We could still beat the brakes off of Tampa and play them at their full potential. So you think Tampa played a good game?
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
Do you think Tampa played their best game?
I think we submitted them.
Do you think that Tampa played their best game?
I think we submitted them.
Explain.
So they gave they all, but they didn't have enough. We submitted them.
Finish him.
You want answers?
We submitted them. So the good game that you wanted to see, they didn't have the game in them. We took that game out of them.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. But do you think that Tampa Bay played us at their highest level that they have played this season?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Oh no.
And their best wasn't good enough, Candy.
That was their best maybe at that point, but not at the point not in this season. No. That was not Super Bowl champion Tom Brady on that field.
Man, I don't know, man. I'm getting friendly vibes from you. Come on, we can't be friendly to them, man. Listen.
Excuse me, Jane.
Too friendly. Listen. You been too friendly.
Okay, excuse me for thinking that you guys wanted to see a good game. I was wrong.
I did not want to see a good game. I wanted to see them dudes begging for mercy.
You are fake news.
Yes, same. But I wanted to see that with Tampa Bay actually playing.
I see what you said. Hold on. So what you said is you wanted to see like a game where it went back and forth and we beat them. It was real exciting to where people would have respect for the game. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
No, Ken.
We demolished them. Yes, we ran over them. We shut down their game plans. But I just did not see the back and forth that I wanted to see.
You made your boy put on his hoodie. See, the OC is hoodie. Now I'm hoodie.
Oh my God.
You don't. Oh man. Oh.
Let's move.
All right, we'll move on. All right, let me take my hoodie off, man. All right, Lord have mercy, man. Listen, y'all pray for Candy, man. She's tripping today. She's tripping.
I'll explain it on my channel.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Y'all pray for her. Y'all pray for
Boss
her, man.
doesn't want y'all to get my point of view. He doesn't want y'all to take my side. So
Nah, hell
I'll
no.
explain it
No,
later.
I don't want them to take your side. No.
I'm gonna explain it later on Thursday. Stop that nasty noise.
Yeah, that's you right now. That's you. Now this me.
Bringing real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
See, that's me. You know what I'm saying? This you.
I'm a lady. Stop that noise.
All right, because the whole
Moving on.
Listen, this was the whole point. Okay, before we move on, this was the whole point, Candy. The whole point was to hear me out. The whole point was to
run it up.
That was the whole point.
Yeah, but we could do that. My point is that playing the same way we did and them playing at a higher level. I want us to see the Bucks play higher level football. That's my point. And I still think that we could have run it up that way. We still would have run it up. The level that our Cowboys played at in that game, we still would have run it up. But I wanted to see a higher level of football being played from the Buccaneers. That's it. It's
the cash pronto. I don't throw in a session like Romo.
All right, so real quick, because we really did a lot of good talking, and I'm excited to talk about what we're getting ready to talk about. Just all the different levels where we can sneak up on them. I'm seeing some ways definitely candid to where I think we can definitely I think we are being greatly slept on, and I just want to kind of talk about some of them things, and I'm gonna highlight it and we gonna go over it together. All right. So partially some of this
Hold on, boss.
Oh, we got the OC in the building. That boy snuck up in the
Hold
back
on,
door.
boss.
Oh no!
Hold on, boss.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, hold on.
Boss.
She was being friendly, was she, dog? I already know. Let me go.
Hold on. No. I had to come on the show because I got to get you straight, Boss Cowboy, and then I got to get Candy straight.
Wait. Let me show you a picture, dog. I gotta.
Sorry, guys. I have to go.
Hold on.
Sorry, guys. I have to go.
No.
What?
No, don't go, Candy.
Hello?
Wait, give me 1 minute before you run.
I can't hear you guys. I can't hear anything.
Man, hold on, bro. You ain't saying nothing but a word, bro. What you talking about, OC? What you got? Hold on, let me see.
I mean, look, Boss Cowboy, you done made the mistake of sitting there saying that you hoodie. There's only one hoodie. That's the OC. That's
true.
Everybody else is an imposter.
Oh, wait.
Everybody else that do this stuff and put this on, they're imposters.
You right.
And Candy, why in the world
Let me take this old ugly hoodie off.
Yes.
Candy. Oh, don't cap. I heard that. I heard that. Candy. Why in the world, Candy? Do you want it to be a good game? You should want annihilation, Candy. You should want domination, Candy. You should want anarchy, Candy. You should want embarrassment, Candy.
What's wrong with her?
You should want us to hit the fart button. You should want to all over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's what you want. That's what you should want.
You tripping,
I
kid.
did want
What's
that,
going
but
on,
I wanted to see them play at a higher level.
Nah.
That's all
When
I'm
you
saying.
are elite,
play at a higher level.
My boy Quinn
when
Johnson
you
say
are
prayers
elite,
go up.
Candy.
Appreciate it, dog, with the super chat. Go ahead, OC. I'm
When
sorry.
you are elite, Candy, you make good teams look bad. When
Right.
you are elite, you make good fighters look like they average Joes. And the whole nation has missed the whole point of this thing with the Dallas Cowboys and the fact that nobody wants to acknowledge, nobody wants to say the real truth, but the OC's go say it. You go hear it from me. The Dallas Cowboys are elite. They are an elite unit. When they are clicking on all cylinders, they are an elite unit on both sides of the ball, and they're extremely difficult to beat. And that's going to be proved out this weekend when we go to the San Francisco 49ers and steal their gold, put it in our saddle, and ride the horse all the way back to Dallas, Texas.
I agree, OC. I'm seeing it. That's why we sneaking up on them. I see us sneaking up on these boys bad. The more and more I look at this film, bruh, San Fran is not ready for Dallas, bro. They really not.
I mean,
And they overrated. Candy, you look like you still trying to get back on that other note.
I'm not.
What you trying to do?
I stand with my statement. I wanted to see them play better football, but OC, you're saying that the Buccaneers were playing their highest level of football, and the Cowboys just diminished that with the level of football they were playing.
Yep, that's what he's saying.
You want me to get into details? Yes, Candy. I'm gonna get into details because I want to help out the audience as well as give some more context to what I just said. So, if you look at the first couple of drives when we came out and tried to throw the football, and we didn't have a lot of success initially running the ball. So it was more so like us using a jab, like a boxer, use the jab to set up their other shots, okay? Now, when we came out in the third and fourth series, you started to see us move the ball, and score. It wasn't domination from the onset, okay? It was a better team breaking down an opponent that they're better than. Now, Dan Quinn, with a lot of the coverages, and this was highlighted in, well, not in detail, a couple publications highlighted this, and I wish I would have done a video on this, but listen, Tom Brady was actually tricked by DQ. He was tricked. So he was holding that ball and pumping that football. And listen, if you look at Tom Brady had at least 3 to 6 throwaways. I'm talking about chunking the ball where it should have really been intentional grounding and throwing the ball into the ground. Nobody was around. You know why? Because he was scared of Micah Parsons. When he heard footsteps coming, he got rid of that football. Tom Brady's a GOAT. Tom Brady's arguably the best quarterback of all time. But when he played the Dallas Cowboys and some of this personnel got into him, he got into his feelings and he started to give up the ghost. And that's what I'm saying when I talk about the Cowboys being elite and systematically breaking down a good, solid opponent. Now, they weren't a great team in the regular season, but they still won the NFC South. They were the NFC South champs.
Right.
And we beat them like they stole something. That's all I'm saying.
OC, elaborate.
Yeah, so if you look at this even further, if you look at what they tried to do underneath, we were tipping passes. Even in the end zone interception that Tom Brady mistakenly saw, he didn't see J-Ron Curse there. He saw a bunch of bodies inside, and he thought he could just float the ball out of the back of the end zone. What happened? He floated that little weak pass, and J-Ron Curse saw it. He said, uh-oh, whoop-de-doo, here's a pick. right? It's things like that. Furthermore, Tom Brady, if you look at him, and I'm gonna get into more detail with this statement. Furthermore, Tom Brady was short-arming passes. It looked like he was vegan for all his whole life, like he had no strength in his arm whatsoever. And you know why he was short-arming passes? And look, the four-letter networks, check this out, the four-letter networks, the three-letter networks, nobody has said what I'm about to tell you right now. Do you know why Tom Brady was short-arming that ball? Tom Brady was not stepping and following through on his passes. That's why. He wasn't stepping and following through. It was a technical issue. Well, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, he was short-arming. Do you know why he wasn't stepping up and fully throwing that football? Fear in his heart and pressure coming. That's why.
Say
fear in his heart and pressure coming.
Oh, see.
Go ahead, boss.
See, that's why I'm gonna say this, and I want you to talk about this just for a second. That's why I'm starting to get to where I'm certain we getting ready to beat San Fran, bro. I'm certain, because Purdy ain't ready for what's getting ready to come his way, dog. Purdy is not ready. We fooled the GOAT. You telling me a rookie is getting ready to get the best of Dan Quinn? Can you please elaborate on that?
Yeah, man. So I put out a video earlier this week talking about the keys to humble the young quarterback Purdy. And look, I'm going to give him his credit once again, because I always show respect to the opponent. He's been playing white hot. But he does have trouble when you get pressure and he starts to make mistakes and do things that are uncharacteristic. Why? Because he's a rookie. So he's never faced the amount of pressure he's going to face on Sunday. I'm going to say that. He has not faced the amount of pressure he's going to face. And he has not faced the more future disguises that Dan Quinn is going to pull out on him, because Dan Quinn is going to confuse the quarterback. The only thing that he can do, right? And I'm going to give you one out. The only thing he can do that will help them stay in this game and help them have some effectiveness is if Kyle Shanahan builds him in a bunch of checkdowns. If he builds them in a bunch of checkdowns, then we gotta tackle in the flats, boss. We gotta tackle when they throw that little dump off, or when they throw that quick underneath out route. We gotta tackle then. But throwing it down the field, I don't see him having a lot of success, boss Cowboy. The block is gonna be hot, baby. The block is gonna be hot. And that's what's gonna happen to him, man. So look, it's gonna be a good game, I feel, but he's not gonna be the guy that you saw the last 4 or 5 weeks. I'm gonna tell you that.
And real quick, I want to say just real quick, I do know where you're coming from, Candy, from this standpoint. This is where I feel you. You want your money's worth. That's what my boy Keystone said. You know what I mean? To where, like, when you at the fight, you want to see a fight. Because honestly, we did beat them down. What's your thoughts on that?
Basically, yes. That is.
OC with the super chat. I mean, Coach Marv says sprint draw would be great for run game and play action pass on San Fran. Also in control of their pass rush with physical play action blocking. Yeah, we will definitely talk about that, Coach. But go ahead, Candy. Go ahead. What you're saying?
No, I'm saying it's essentially that's what it boils down to. I wanted to see what all of the hype was about, but I also did want to see a better game. But OC breaking it down, I concede to my original statement. Now I understand that why the Tampa Bay Buccaneers level of play was diminished by the way our players were playing. But I still want to see a better fight from them.
No, I can dig it.
Respect.
Now, I want to get into some real good sauce, all right? Y'all give me a second. I gotta I'm gonna have to use this screen for 1 second. Okay. Now this is not the correct screen, but I'm gonna use this for 1 second. And then my boy James Tyson say we got 108 in the building in one light. Bruh. Before we get going,
y'all help us out.
Come on, man. Let's get that up. Let's just get that up real quick. Let's get them lights up. You know.
So what you guys do, you want to take this finger or any of them that touches your phone or whatever you're looking at, and the thing that looks like this, a thumbs up, you press it.
Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to. But yeah, so get them lights up real quick. And then I want to get into this sauce. Give me one more second. I'm trying to get, because the OC came in here and I ain't have him built in, so I'm trying to build him in now. All right, but hold on. This is what we gonna do. We gonna go to.
And while you doing that, boss, I'll
go ahead. Go ahead.
I said while you doing that, I can answer Coach Marv super chat while you building that stuff in, just to give a little bit of a fodder about that, if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, cool. So, Coach, Coach mentioned the sprint draws, and most people don't even really know what a sprint draw is. So, a sprint draw is pretty much from shotgun. It to me is ran the most effectively out of shotgun, where the ball is hiked to the quarterback, and he holds the ball up like he's gonna throw it, and you got receivers running off, but they're really blocking, and you hand the ball to a running back sprinting toward the quarterback to get a quick handoff and hit a or B gap, really almost like a dive lead type play, but hit it really quickly. And the benefit of that is that you basically catch the 4-3 defense sprinting upfield, because a real 4-3 defense, and the San Francisco 49ers run a traditional 4-3 defense, 4 down linemen. They can alternate some and bring pressure, but traditionally it's a 4-3 defense. These guys are one gap penetrators. These guys are not trying to hold blocks. These guys are tackling running backs or trying to on the way to go get sacks. So these guys are anxious to get upfield. And so you do that to slow things down. And so the play action pass, is a given. That's a way that you're going to basically, I would say, contain, right, and slow down some of the pass rush, because you're getting double team blocks on the edges. And so you're allowing the quarterback to roll out one way or the other. And a third thing that you can do versus guys like this that I like to see, and I'll talk more about this later in the video, is that you really can trap these guys. When you have aggressive upfield guys, you can run traps. Down blocks front side and trap the dude backside and squeeze in between the gaps. And you force Fred Warner and these guys to come up and be physical all 4 quarters. And I think these guys are real pretty. They out there in Santa Clara, wherever they are, they got 6 packs and wear super tight jerseys and all the arms out, and they just lifting weights and looking, like they He-Man and, taking whatever they taking. But here's the deal. When you start getting hit on for 70, 80 plays, and you're not as pretty at the end of that game, you get tired. And when you start double teaming and bringing physicality to these boys, I think that is actually a key to this game and a calling card of what the Cowboys can do to help neutralize that defense.
So appreciate it, OC. We got 2 super chats. Sadiq said, "Hello, boss and OC and Candy. My mother said Dallas took
lady.
Brady's heart, and that
they did.
And that boy Prody is about to become a man. 49ers lost to us." Yeah. And Coach Marv said, "OC, I want it from under center." Talk about that, and then we'll get into the content.
Well, if you get it from under center, you can run from under center. Like I say, it's a variation thing. See, Coach is old school, so Coach wants them balls snapped under center. New school is more like snap the ball from gun. We can hand it off from gun. So I'm more on the new school side on that. But if you go from under center, you give the running back a chance to sprint and hit the hole hard. But the negative part of that is that you got to have an initial really good ace block front side, because if you don't and you get quick penetration, then the play is blown up. So, in my opinion, did I freeze, boss?
No.
Okay,
fine.
Cool. Because this is fun. Okay, cool. This is funny because my phone is acting kind of right, because for the first several minutes on this show, I was just flying blind. I just had blue screen. I could just hear you. So anyway,
you're doing good.
Yeah, man. Thank you. So, at the end of the day, I think that if you give it from the shotgun, especially if you give it to like Tony Pollard and to even Zeke, because Zeke has quick feet in the hole, right? And Tony Pollard has excellent acceleration. You give them a chance to read it and make a move if you did not have ideal blocking, which is why I tend to like it from the shotgun. But it's tomato. The concept is the same. We hitting them quick while they trying to get upfield, man, so that we make them slow down and second guess blowing up the field. and just being reckless, getting toward the quarterback. You make them think a little bit and hesitate, and that's what you want.
Keith Murray said, how many rushing yards can Dallas allow still win? I don't know, man. That might be a question for Coach Marv. I don't know. But I ain't gonna even cap to you on that one.
I can answer that one, boss, but go ahead.
And to be honest, I don't think they gonna have major running success on us, man. I see us sneaking up on them. I definitely see us sneaking up on them. You know what I mean? Let me explain something that I'm seeing with Dallas. Dallas is... Let me just explain what I'm seeing with Dallas is playing some masterful chess right now. Masterful. Like masterful. They literally said that they spent the last 4 weeks prepping for the playoffs. And we saw them come out, do everything we've been saying we wanted them to do on defense, didn't it? Didn't they, Candy? Didn't they, OC? Yeah. They moved Michael Parsons around. They wasn't doing that for about the last 5 to 6 weeks. They came out there with Israel Mukuamu. That was the surprise corner that he was referring to. But he made that decision from practice. He load managing, and people not peeping it, he load managing Quentin Bohanna and Neville because they wouldn't have been the impact players on a quarterback that's getting ready to throw it 60 times. They needed to be rested and reserved for this game. I see what Dallas is doing. They sneaking up.
Say that again, boss. Because people don't peep that. You got to explain that in detail because that went over people's head. People don't get that. Break that down, boss, as relations to what the rotations were this past week.
No,
so people will get it. You know what I'm saying?
No, you got it.
Yeah, what you said was phenomenal.
Split. No, you explain it. You could probably do it better than me.
No, bro. I think you got it, big bro. I think you got it.
Okay, I got it.
Go ahead.
So
I'll chime in.
So it's the level of chess that we playing is crazy. Because see, when we was going into the playoffs, let's all keep it real. Oh, we gonna talk about this too. Yeah. My boy A-Game said biggest concern, CMC, Bosa, Debo. I swear to God, we talking about them in just about 10 minutes. Listen, we gonna go in depth on them boys tonight. We gonna break these boys all the way down. I see what Dallas is doing, and trust me, we are ready. We got some answers for every one of these dudes. So y'all just hold up on that. But to go back to what the OC wanted me to say, again, I'm watching the level of chess that they playing. And so let's think about what they did chess-wise, right? Most teams was talking about, we need to finish the season strong. We always gotta, go into the season with momentum. They was like, no, we gonna use these games as prep games for the playoffs. And he hid his hand. But this is the big thing that he did on a chess move, is he reserved the trench players for the trench game. And he brought up the pass defensive guys for the pass defensive game. So we looking at master chess going on with Dan Quinn. And it's some chess we go talk about that also applies to Shanahan. Y'all wait on that, but that is masterful. What Dallas has done is they have prioritized playoff preparation over momentum. And it worked. And it's genius. Like going into this game with all your one techs for the most part rested is amazing. So I don't see no boogeyman. Go ahead, OC. You was getting ready to say something on that.
Yeah, man. So I was going to give the nitty gritty to give some greater color to what you said. You're doing a great job. So we have Neville Gallimore and Quentin Bohanna active this week, right?
Right. Well, I don't know if they're active yet.
So who do we have last week?
We had
I think they
Go ahead.
I think they are. I think, but if y'all correct me if I'm wrong about that, I think they are. And so this is the high level chess piece. So who do we start last week versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Well, hey, we started our big guy, right? Right? You see where I'm going, boss?
No, I'm sorry. I was looking at the super chat. It's fire.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
He said, "Our boss." He said, "Our boss." Not trying to undermine, but Vegas trying to make San Fran TCU when they know Dallas is Georgia. FanDuel posted Purdy greater than Dak. Dog, I'm telling you, I'm seeing the sneak up. It is real. And then Coach Marv said with a $5, 120, 30 carries, no explosive runs, biggest matchups, our O-line and DTs are fed strong edge, but hurt us last year. And Keith Murray with $5 super chat said, how many rush yards do you think you can hold us to? If we rush for 169 like last year, can y'all win? Yeah, bro, no doubt. And then we got us another super chat from Keystone. He said, I wonder if Quinn. Wait, Keystone. Wait, Keystone. No, you getting ahead of me, Keystone. Keystone said, I wonder if Quinn is experimenting Coxmore speed and side to side. I'm done with you, Keystone. Get out of here, Keystone. I'm done with you. I'm sick of you. Always in my presentation. Just get out of here, Keystone.
Hey, man. It's on. And Keystone, we gonna answer that in a few minutes, big bro. Don't worry.
Keystone,
we got that on tap. Don't worry.
All right, so check this out.
So here's the deal. Go ahead, boss.
Just real quick. Unless you have something.
But yeah, just real quick, and then I'm off that point. And then you go on. So from the defensive tackle position, we started Hankins, okay, and we started also Watkins, right? And then the backups were Bosa, right? And I forget the other person that was a backup that rotated and came in. But nevertheless, those guys were built to stop Tampa. If you bring back Bohanna, you bring in another Earth Eater that can really chew up and eat up blocks on the inside like a Jonathan Hankins. So you basically extend the playoff life and productivity of Hankins while giving him a real good sub. And if you put, and I've watched some film on this, and I don't know if you got film on this, boss, today, but if you happen to bring Gallimore back and you let him play the 1 or the 3 tech, he's quick inside. Him being quick and getting upfield is his game. And he would do pretty well against some of those guards. So for that part is super genius from the defensive tackle perspective. Go ahead, boss.
All right, and then we got a super chat. He said, and Bo, thanks for coming on Niner Channel last night. A real when you wanted to smoke. Yeah, I tell you what, I was on a lot of Niners channels last night, man. I did a lot of work with Niners, and you know, and I let them Niners have it too, man. I can only be friendly for so long. I can't just keep being friendly when I'm getting ready to fight you. I gotta at least slap you. So, but real quick, I gotta get to this. This is what I gotta get to. That then we go all start getting into this. This came from the fan.
And boss, I'm gonna go out and come back in real quick because I'm not my thing. So I'm gonna go out and come back in real quick.
All right. So here we go.
All right.
Y'all listen to this. The link is in the description. Here we go. But this is important. Listen to this, and we go break this all the way down. Listen.
40 segment, the former Cowboy scout delivers his football analysis every afternoon. Well, today after the corner, he took a couple of more phone calls from sources around the league and is prepared to update it. And here he is on Cowboys Niners.
Thank you very much, General. Appreciate that. Yeah, these are some coaches I know that have played the 49ers this year, offensive coaches.
So, listen, this is valuable information. Broder said he talked to coaches who played the Niners this year. So check this out. Listen.
And kind of walk me through some of the things that you need to understand when you're dealing with this 49ers defense. And I did ask him some questions about Joey, the Bosas and stuff like that.
All the Bosas.
All the Bosas.
You wanted to know about it, brother and dad. Did you ask why brother's nose
Nick Bosa.
and chin continues to get bigger and bigger on a year-to-year basis?
Can we get under Nick's skin as
Yeah,
much
Nick's-
as Joey got
yeah,
irritated and started
exactly.
getting fouls and stuff? Penalties, I should say.
Nick's a more handsome guy than Joey, right?
Man, he
Definitely.
got all the good looks in that family. He's like a true man down.
They gonna
Like
get
from
to the
head to
point.
toe,
They gonna get
he
to
is
the
what you
point.
would call
See.
the like physical perfection. And then Joey has this chin and this schnoz that you just, it's like, do they have the same parents?
They get
does
they
have
go
the
get
HGH
It does look
probably.
different, yeah.
They
It
go
might
get
be
that.
all the HG.
Might different. Okay, my coaches.
Everything grows with that.
My coaches were telling me this.
Listen,
Everything.
They were saying my coaches were saying that it was hard. It's harder to play against Todd Bowles than it is to play against D'Amico Ryans.
Simplistic, right?
Very simplistic.
We doing a lot of cover 3, rush 4. Our guys better than yours.
Yeah, it's
like that.
it's very simplistic coverage. You're over there getting it done there, Chief.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Yeah, my guy said, listen, I said, hey, give me the situation. The Cowboys faced Todd Bowles last week. And when you see Ryans, what are you thinking? Oh no, it's harder to play against Bowles. Because he says Bowles is always going to have a package ready for you, something you haven't seen. He goes, the thing with D'Amico won't play against a team he could feel like that he could just out scheme or just outplay because of his players being better. He won't come up with anything new or different.
Let's not complicate it. Let's just go push him down all afternoon.
Exactly. He says with Bowles, you're going to get something kind of different every week. But with D'Amico, you're just now this.
Is that going to backfire on him?
I don't know. The one guy said, he goes, yeah, it's something that you have to be alert for. But he says, he goes, I feel like that he's going to have a pressure package ready for you guys in this game. Like I say, but there's some teams he just lines up and he knows he's better than, and he'll just play to whatever it is.
No need to take risks.
Yeah.
We'll be in position. We'll make the tackles.
But he respects the Cowboys then.
Yeah.
If he's going to have a pressure
He's
scheme
going to have
ready.
a pressure.
Okay, good to know.
This is a lot of the old Seattle defense is what this is. You're going to get a lot of zone coverage. You're going to get a lot of man on third down is what you're going to do.
Good. Dak will pick that apart.
Now, I had my other coach.
Right. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. See, because the whole title of this show, Candy, and the whole title of this show is we basically dealing with sneaking up on the Niners. And so, remember when we played Philly, Dak went 24 of 24 versus their zone. And they was the number 2 defense. So when you hear Brian Broaddus talking to a coach who just faced the Niners and basically said, what y'all just saw from Tampa is going to be a lot harder than what you saw schematically and getting ready to see with San Fran. That also favors Dallas. So, because remember, Candy came out with the first point that we got a D coordinator that knows the tendencies of the OC. We getting ready to face a zone and look that Dan Quinn is also familiar with, so he can school Kellen Moore. And it's something that Dak is going to be familiar with because it's a much simpler system, according to Dan Quinn. So I just want to pause real quick and then get your thoughts on that, Candy, and then your thoughts on that, OC.
All right.
I think that.
Go ahead, Candy.
Oh no, go ahead.
Go ahead, OC.
No, go ahead, Leda. You first.
No, you go.
So yeah, all right. So cool. So here's the deal. So when you talk about the Seattle Seahawks, this is where Dan Quinn built his reputation, cut his teeth, and got the jobs that he got after that, the Atlanta Falcons coaching job. And so if you look even at the Legion of Boom, back in the day now with the Seattle Seahawks, they beat you because they had superior players on every level, right? They could get to the quarterback, they could beat you one-on-one in pass pro. They had great linebackers, and they had a good secondary that covered well and that could tackle, right? They didn't do a lot of exotic stuff. For the most part, the Seattle Seahawks ran a cover 2. And for the most part, they run some cover 3, but the San Francisco 49ers are going to be like deep cover 2. So if you got the athletes to beat them, it's a lot of things that you can do to put pressure on them and break down that defense. Go ahead, Ken.
Well, you kind of said it all.
Yeah. No, yeah, I can't.
I'm sorry. I don't want to take your thunder.
I appreciate the expert angle, on it, but I pretty much agree wholeheartedly with that.
Yeah.
We have to bring out the players that's going to beat them.
Right. So here we go. Check this out.
I asked them this question. I said, who are they going to try and take away in this game? Who do you think he said?
CD Ram. Tony Pollard. Schultz.
One guy voted. There's two guys, and they each voted for a different guy.
Did they say Schultz?
One guy said Schultz, and the other guy said they're going to try and take away Pollard in this game.
Okay.
Is
Leave
what they
CD
were trying to
alone.
do.
Don't take away CD. That's fine.
Yeah. Now, to your points about one guy said this about Nick Bosa, and I respect this. This coach told me, he says, you can't let this get into a 2-minute game. And when he means a 2-minute game, that all you're doing is rushing the passer.
Yep.
I say that on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Like, I think if you're the Niners, that's what you got to be scared about. Okay, the Dallas defense knows that we have to throw the ball. We got 90 seconds to do it, and Brock Purdy's going to be running for his life. Like, that scares me more as a Niners fan than even a Cowboys fan, but it goes both ways for sure.
One of my guys said, though, I'd run the ball right at him. At it, Nick Bosa. Run right at him. He says, because what you need to do is you need to try and wear him down. Make him have to fight blocks and make him have to get off blocks in order to make tackles.
So it's like what you said when the Cowboys played.
Let's stop there for a second. Where did we hear this before? I will say this. We got to run right at Bosa. At him. Like a plan to really be physical at him. We did the exact same thing to his big brother when we played the Chargers. We came out, we was committed to running the ball on those Chargers, and we took away that pass rush. We looking at and going against likely the defensive player of the year. You know what I mean? So all the throw on first down guys, kick rocks. This ain't the game for that. This is not the game. The main thing that we need to do early and often is to take away the pass rush by going at him. So occasionally, Candy, OC, we get people that come in and say, you YouTubers act like y'all know what y'all talking about.
Well, there's some credibility for him.
So we got Brian Brothers talking to coaches who faced said friend and said, this is how you beat them. You go right at, but okay. So listen. See, we go break this down today. I
think you said that a little beforehand, didn't you?
Way beforehand, but this is the deal. Not even on no bragging, but check this out. So this is from September 16, 2021. We was just getting ready to face the Chargers, and I was doing some film breakdown. Okay. And I broke down the film, and I was trying to figure out how was we gonna be prepared for the Chargers, because this was getting ready to be Terrence Steele going into year 2, starting at right tackle, and all of us was nervous. Now, some people capping right now. They gonna act like they always had faith in Steele. You can cap, you can lie. I didn't.
No, they didn't.
I did not. Not that game. I was like, no. I was like, the best thing you can do to help Steele, first thing you can do, you got to run the ball at Bosa. And let me tell you why. And I'm going to really show y'all this today. I said the film clearly shows that Bosa only likes football when the opposing QB is passing. Horrible hustle versus the run. Run the damn ball. Shout out to West Coast. So I'm going to show y'all some of this conversation because the same type of thoughts is still going on today. So this guy named Randall Walker said, how do you balance this versus having average corners? And he CC'd Jeff Kavanaugh, right? And then I told him, I'm saying run right at Bosa. And then Jeff came back and said, this is a passing team. Your best mismatch is versus their cornerbacks. They could run it with some success this week. They'll win passing. All right. I said, okay. I said, Bosa can wreck a game going at the bait of corners, Jeff. Bad idea. All right. He said, all righty. All righty. He said, I said, I will post the film later. Y'all know me. I said, I ain't finna do all this talking. I said, I will post the film later. It is clear Bosa is Superman versus the pass, and Clark, that should be Clark Kent, versus the run. Talk to you later. And he said, enjoy it. Show all his run plays. He plays it pretty well. And then, you know me. I said, I will. I just cut all his run plays and Bosa half-ass effort except for the first drive. It is clear, you know. So then I posted the film, and we gonna go through the film. We gonna break this down. We gonna show you this. So I said Bosa versus the run is not even close to the football player he is versus getting after quarterbacks. Effort became worse and worse as the game went on. And we gonna show this. We gonna show you this when we talk about running right at Bosa. So check this out. I said, it is clear to me running and balance took away his super pass rush. Run the ball. This was my solution. Run the ball, screens, dump offs is how you counter a super pass rusher. Now, I had no idea that when I posted this video, look at what happened to me. So check this out. What happened is I start getting clowned. Now, Fuster King jumped in there like, good stuff, boss. But he was one of the only ones that was like, I'm with you, right? Now, look at this. You have no idea what you even looking at, with all due respect. Now, that was before the game. That was before the game. You know me, after the game. Follow Boss Cowboy Sports for smart, detailed analysis. Because you remember, we ran right at Bosa. We ran right. Let me just show some of it real quick, bro. I'm gonna just show a little bit of it, and I'm gonna come back to this. We gonna talk about this though, but check this out real quick.
Finish him.
On that right side, just peep it out. Smash it, boys. Smash it.
Perfect.
Look at still killing.
Finish him.
Look at that right side. Look at the right. Just look at the right. Come on. Let that beat go.
Perfect.
Oh.
Finish him.
Let's go. Now let's look at Bosa right here versus Steele. Running right at Bosa. Bosa, if you don't get your motherfucker. I ain't cuss. But look. Let's go. Come on now. Running right at Bosa. Let's go. If you don't get your come on, that's Bosa right there now. Come on now. Come on. Yeah. How did we look now? Watch Pilot.
Perfect.
Do your thing, Pilot. Do your thing. But you can't do your thing unless we running right at Bosa, big dog. Let's go. Come on. Let the beat drop.
Perfect.
Let the beat drop.
Finish him.
Finish him. This is the Dallas Cowboys way. All you stat nerds, get off of that, man. It's time to win some games.
Perfect.
We win games by staying on the ground, big dog. You gotta go right at quick. Let's go back real quick. So then,
and when you done, boss.
No, go. I'm taking a break.
Yeah, boss. When you done, I want to let you finish because I got some key things about what you said. Go ahead.
No, go. I'll take a break.
So here's the key things, man. And I'm just gonna keep it real, all right? Because that's what we do on this channel. We tell you the truth. I'm gonna say something. Nick Bosa is a different animal than Joey Bosa.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real.
He is.
He's stronger, dog.
He is.
He got more scrap.
He does.
He got more scrap.
Right.
And he played with more leverage. He played with better leverage.
Yeah.
So, but even with that, the right thing is still to run the ball at him.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you how you run the ball at him. This is one of those games, man.
Trap.
Listen to me carefully, Kellen Moore. Listen to me carefully. I'm gonna tell you 3 things how to run successfully if you're gonna run at Joey Bosa. Okay? Number 1, here you go. Do not line up Dalton Schultz against him to double team with Tyron Smith. Don't do it. You need a stronger tight end. This is one of those games. We need Ferguson. We need Ferguson over there. Traying up with him, dude. You need somebody that's physical that can hold at the
fire.
All right, if you go run straight at him, do not line up Schultz over there and have Schultz butt trying to throw a weak little chicken wing block. That's not gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Don't do it. Number 2, this is a game. If you want to put a lead back or you want to bring in an extra offensive lineman and run power ISO at Bosa, using that offensive lineman as the fullback to smash Bosa, this is the game to do it. This is the game to do it. This is how you gonna knock some of that tread off of his tire. Number 3, this is the game that you need to use 31 personnel and have overload tight ends 2 and 3 to one side and pound this dude and try to force the ball that way, looking for cutbacks, being ready to block Fred Warner, who's going to come hard trying to scrape through the C gap or either run over the top, and the cutback is going to be available. That's how you do it. That's the detail on how you do it if you're going to do it effectively. Go ahead, boss.
OG Law in the building. What's up, man? OG
Salute.
in the building. All right, check this out.
Hey, Law.
So this is the deal. Like, because I can get into all that petty tweeting and stuff, but let's get back to football. Because this is the moral of the story. Because you're right, OC. Let's do a film breakdown real quick, OC, of Bosa.
And I don't got eyeballs, so you have to do it.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
have eyeballs.
I got it. Trust me, I know this film well on this one. So, but I'm gonna still I'm gonna still cue you up.
The OC.
I got you.
The film breakdown.
All right, so this is the big thing of what we talking about right here. Okay, so as we just kind of letting it play, I want y'all to kind of notice I was showing the run plays on Bosa, and just notice as the game goes. Tell me what you see. As we running as the Washington Commanders was running, just watch his effort over time. Just watch it. So early, his effort was okay. But as the game continues and they continue to run at him, you go see him get slower and slower and slower. So like around now, he's okay. Standing around piles, kind of pursuing to the ball. He beat that block right there with a spin move, assisted on that tackle with Gibson. But as they kept running right at him, you go see him wearing down. So even right there, you see him take that, he looking up at, he frustrated. You see, just it's already starting. This is the point of why sometimes you run even when it's not giving you a bunch of averages. You giving a best pass rusher body blows. So you see him frustrated right there. So just as we just watch it play, look at his effort. He's on the left side. Look at that pursuit. Hot, dookie, trash. And it's gonna get worse and worse as the game continues. So so as you watch this game, just look at it. Look at that effort. He's not even trying to assist as the game, and you can even see him right here breathing. So like, if now look, you can see it. Look, you can see him. You can see it. Look, he ain't even trying to help out no more. By the time it was at the end, he was gassed.
That jog off told it all.
Yeah, that jog off told it all. So it's one of them things. Now let's watch him on passing downs though. Watch him on passing downs. So this is him on passing downs. So as you watching him, for all the people we need to throw on first down, this is one of the first plays on passing downs. And look how many times he right at his ankle. Do you want defensive ends falling? Do you want a better Bosa almost hitting Dak?
No, not even.
So if you want to take away that pass rush and control the line of scrimmage strategically, this is why I said, and that coach that Brian Broaddus talked to, run right at Bosa. It don't even necessarily mean you're going to have a lot of success at it. It's the body punches. You got to give him body punches. You got to wear him down. If you go open up your offense. Because if you come out throwing, this is what you see from the film. You see him getting more energy getting after quarterbacks. You see him losing energy when he had to stop the run. This is typical of most edge rushers. It's right here, right in your face. Do you see him wearing down, getting after the quarterback? No. But you clearly saw Bosa wearing down from the run. What's your thoughts on that, OC?
Man. Yeah, that's real good, man. Here's what people got to understand about Nick Bosa. The guy had 18.5 sacks in the regular season.
Hold on, let me pause real quick,
Let that
man.
sink in.
We got some slow people in the building, bro. You slow people get on my nerves, bro. Hold on, I'm sorry, OC. Some of y'all, I gotta just say it, some of y'all dumb, bro. Like, y'all, listen, man. I gotta expose you, bro, because you, look at this. This dude say, wrong Bosa.
Well, who's the right one?
Huh?
Bro, it's explaining the concept. It's the concept, bro, of why. Bro, some of y'all, it's not that I'm talking fast, y'all just listen slow as hell. I'm sorry, OC, this dude, go ahead, OC, I'm sorry.
Well, that's what a replay is.
Yeah, let me go ahead. So when you talk about Nick Bosa, and I got the right Bosa on that one, you got a guy with 18.5 sacks in the regular season, and at the end of the day, that's impressive because it was 4 games where he did not get a sack.
Right.
So he still logged 18.5 sacks, and he had 4 games in the regular season where he did not get a sack. And so the thing about Bosa is this, man, and this is me being balanced, okay? And this is a real football channel, so I'm gonna be balanced. Do you know who he really hurt last year, man? Who he made look old? It was Tyron Smith.
Yeah.
Tyron Smith did not have a good game.
And Collins.
Last year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, our Collins.
Yeah.
But you know, hey, he's not here anymore. But this is a redemption game, in my opinion, for Tyron Smith, because he's gonna line up starting off over the right tackle starting off. So you want to do everything you can to help T. Smith, because the evidence, the overwhelming amount of evidence shows and it suggests that if you lead this guy one-on-one for any number of second or third and longs, he is going to get home eventually. So you want to do everything you can to negate that.
And real quick, my homie said, he said, slow down now. I'm a Cowboy fan. I didn't know they played identical. Hey, bro, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shoot you, bro. I didn't know you was a brother, bro. I thought you was like a Niner, dog. My bad, bro. I didn't mean to fire you up like that, bro. I'm patient with my family. Bro. I didn't know. My bad. Anyway. But you was kind of talking Niner-ish, so you had me confused for a minute. Real quick. So with this super chat, he said, "Boss, don't step down to this clown level." Oh no, you don't know me, bro. I'm sorry. I'm very petty. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. But he one of the brothers. He not even a clown.
Yeah,
he not a clown.
The OC is the one to overlook you, man.
Yeah, the OC.
Boss gonna deal with you.
Oh, I'm
gonna overlook you.
Bro. I'm a nut. I'm proudly petty. Ooh,
No.
Look. Hey, look at this. Look. Let me show you how proudly petty I am. Because I've always been like this too. Look at this. So now I talked about running right at Bosa, right? This is the big brother. And then they was trolling me hard. Look at this dude. You sure this the hill you want down? For smart detailed analysis of the game of football, because of what I said way before the game, is exactly what Dallas did, and it worked. Follow Boss Cowboy Sports. You should probably shut down your account. What a bad analysis, and take on Bosa. Just stop. Follow Boss Cowboy Sports for great analysis. So petty, bro. Petty. That's what I do, bro.
Well,
I answered every one of them too. They was in there saying I was smoking crack and everything before the game. Look. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. You see how they was trying to do you, boy? But notice none of them responded. Look at this. Look. They said your boy. They said your boy was smoking crack. Look at this. And the whole time I was right. And then I showed him the Cowboys' 13 first downs in the first quarter is the most in franchise history, and is tied for first in NFL history. And they did it by running right at the best pass rusher. We ain't making this up. And I know we got some Niner fans in here, and I'm gonna be honest with some of you Niner fans. I got respect for y'all. I respect the rivalry, but I'm gonna tell y'all to y'all face, y'all sticking y'all chests out way too much.
A little bit.
I think you being nice, Candy. You already been way too nice. Y'all sticking y'all chest out way too much, and see, y'all don't even have no idea that y'all getting ready to get smacked in y'all mouth. Y'all have no idea. Y'all walking out like so cocky. And y'all have no idea that we sneaking up on y'all. Y'all have no idea that we putting together the right plans right now. Right now. And that honestly, because I done went through a lot of film, and the more and more I'm watching film, the more and more I know that the San Francisco 49ers are a manufactured boogeyman. I'm gonna put the camera on me and say it again. And I'm gonna take my boy style and be hoodie. I'm hoodie boss right now. I'm hoodie boss, bro. I'm hoodie boss right now. And hoodie boss gotta say this. San Fran is a manufactured boogeyman. They have been manufactured to be more than what they are. I watched them a lot today, and I can tell you for sure, we can and we should run the ball right at them. I don't care nothing about your funky number one rushing, because your schedule was whack. You didn't face no real rushing teams like we did. No, you did not. No, you did not. You good, but you're a little bit inflated with your schedule. And I'm going to tell you to your face, and I'm honestly sick of y'all coming in here being cocky as if y'all automatic. Because see, this is the thing. It was a competitive game last year, big dog, and we was a young team with 14 penalties, and it still came down to the end, and you got the nerve to stick your chest out on my Dallas Cowboys. You got me messed up.
Us messed up. Us. We just waiting.
Yeah, talking about Jacobs. Yeah, talking about Jacobs. It was more than just Jacobs. Hold on, man. These Niners. See this. Oh, see, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I got to get these.
You letting them get of your soul. Just wait until Monday. Just wait until Monday, because Monday they're gonna be hiding in a box of tissues, and that's the best time to rub it in.
Cause I've been seeing you, Niner 408. I've been seeing you, bro. And see, you one of the main ones I'm talking about right now. I'm gonna let you make it right now. You a guest of the channel. I ain't gonna even hit you, big dog. I'm gonna chill out.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you with some. I'm gonna hit you with some intellect. Here's the deal. This is the deal. You got Nick Bosa. You got some good defensive linemen. Obviously, you got a good linebacker. The best in the game, I would say, Fred Warner. And you got Armstead. You got Bosa. Here's the thing. When we run the ball right down your thigh, not your throat, your little thigh. All right. Here's the deal. We go double team these boys, and these boys are not built to get pounded on for 4 quarters. Nope. See, when we start ISO blocking and we start double teaming with our center and our guards and our tackles, what's gonna happen is you gonna start to get tired, and we gonna start to gash it. It's not gonna be for big runs at first. No, it's gonna be for like 3, maybe 4 yards. But after a while, we go pop a couple. And when we pop a couple, and then all of a sudden, you start trying to tickle up, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You're going to see Dak Prescott, check. Oh, that means we supposed to score a touchdown. We supposed to get you down. Because you done came down in this box thinking you got to stop this run, because you are not built to be an overwhelming physical team and stop a power run game. And this is why we're going to run the ball straight down your thigh. I'm telling you. And then when we do play action, we go bang on you every single time, because you're overcommitted, because we're getting first downs running the ball. And your defensive coordinator, he ain't gonna like that. So he's gonna start to try to commit and bring people down in that box. And that's exactly what we want you to do. That's exactly what we want you to do. And then we gonna blow the game wide open.
So we got us a $20 super chat, man. Appreciate the 20 bones, big dog. He say, feel everything you saying, boss. We will dominate them Niners, bro. Listen, this hoodie, this my homie swag. This my best man swag. But his swag is real, bro, and I had to borrow it. Can I borrow your swag for 1 second, OC? Can I just borrow it?
You got it.
Can I borrow the hoodie swag? Because see, I already know what this hoodie mean. When you put this hoodie on, bro, like, and cause see, listen, man, some of this stuff, we gotta say this with our chest, bro. Cause see, this is the deal. I'm peeping the game, bro. They literally trying to come in here, and they don't even recognize that, honestly, we really the better team. Cause see, let's break this down. Cause me and Law did this yesterday with his, hold on, man. Let me just calm down. Let me get back to the sauce, bro. We got us another super chat. But I love these Cowboys, man. They get me in my feelings. Let me take off my hoodie, because I'm starting to act like you act when you get mad, OC. Let me chill out. He say, y'all got hoodie boss lit. Listen, bro. Nah, that's real, bro, because ain't y'all tired of them? Ain't y'all tired of, see, like, after a while, let me just say this real quick. I'm cool that y'all beat us last year. I can accept that we took an L. But, bro, that was last year, bro. Put your chest back in, bro. This is finna be a fight, bro. And you acting like you done already won the fight. You ain't won nothing, boy. All right, we got us another $5 super chat. He said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Mike Tyson. Who you talking to? Hold on real quick. Are you with Dallas or them? He must be with us. He might be with us. See, you gotta say what side you on, dog. You got, cause see, I'm shooting right now, bro. Hold on real quick. Man, listen, y'all gotta identify what side you on right now, cause
everybody around me shooters. Ain't no telling who was shooting.
Yeah, you gotta see, cause everybody around me shooters, bro.
Do I have to be the mud between you and the chat right now?
Man, you got to, Candy, cause see, I'm starting to get pissed off.
You fired up. You amped up. You ready to just knock anybody who comes in the chat singing "Bang Bang Niner Game."
Yep.
Y'all, please don't.
Yep.
Please don't.
Yep. I sure am. Come in here with that bang bang, man. Get that old bullshit. Listen, I'm sick of y'all. I'm really sick of how y'all
Jessica says he said DC4L after it, boss. So
okay, he cool. He one of us. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, but see, y'all got to be careful. So first of all, let me just tell y'all some etiquette, and then we go get back to football. When you come in, identify yourself because
everybody around me shooters. Ain't no telling who was shooting.
You got to be careful, man. It's a lot of shooters in here, bro. I'm telling you right now, it's a lot of. All right, let's get back to football, real quick. Going back to what they were saying. Listen to this.
The Rams. You should run right at Aaron Donald.
Run at Aaron Donald.
The Cowboys did that, and they won that battle.
They did win that battle inside. They sure did.
I love the idea of Tyler Smith getting out and trying to push around Nick all afternoon.
I mean, that's my hope. You know, I know I've been discussing some things with fans and stuff on Twitter. They're 49er guys. I appreciate you guys. I really do. A lot of passion there.
I will say this.
My guy said, don't just run the ball away from him because he will chase that ball. But you got to run the ball at him and don't turn it into a 2-minute game. If all of a sudden Dallas is throwing the ball every snap, that will be a problem.
What about their linebackers, though, Brian? Can you handle that?
Okay, the linebackers, what he says, the one guy said about, he was talking about Fred Warner.
Yeah.
And he goes, it's hard to fool him because he tackles well, but he also is not the biggest guy. And he goes, you can also run at him, is what they would try to do. And they did try and run at him. So Fred Warner, again, sideline to sideline player, hard guy to fool, but you can run at him. One of my other coaches said you need to change the tempo playing against these guys.
Okay, Cowboys will do that.
Yeah,
they'll hit the turbo.
That's why he goes, and he even brought it up. He said, "Listen, I've seen you guys play on tape.
Yeah,
you guys, you will change. You'll play fast." He goes, "Play fast against these guys,"
and they did it against Tampa, and it worked.
Yeah. So he says, don't let them rotate players. Don't let them feel comfortable. Change the tempo on them. Okay, I'm like, cool.
Right at Bosa. At him. It's on you, big dog.
I think we need to play fast. I think we need to continue to play fast like we were playing against those Buccaneers. I like how we put the pressure on that defense. I agree with y'all how we need to attack Bosa, but I feel like we need to really just play fast against these guys. A quick tempo offense. Dak Prescott is a rhythm guy. It looks like we're a rhythm offense. We can get that.
At him is what they would try to do. And they did try and run at him. So Fred Warner, again,
against Tampa, and it worked.
Yeah. Tape.
Yeah.
You guys, you will change. You'll play fast. He goes, play fast against these guys.
And they did it against Tampa, and it worked.
Yeah. So he says, don't let them rotate players. Don't let them feel comfortable. Change the tempo on them. Okay. I'm like,
big.
cool.
It's on you, big dog.
My other guy said this.
I think we need to play fast. I think we need to continue to play fast like we were playing against those Buccaneers. I like how we put the pressure on that defense. I agree with y'all how we need to attack Bosa, but I feel like we need to really just play fast against these guys. A quick tempo offense. Dak Prescott is a rhythm guy. It looks like we're a rhythm offense. When we can get that rhythm rolling, we start really putting that pressure on that defense. And I really like to see some no huddle. That's another way to get a pass rusher, run them down, get them tired. Come to that line quick after you get a quick, 6 yards on the play. Let's get right back to that line of scrimmage. I think we need to continue to play faster against these guys and not play a slow down, prodding type of game. I know we love Ezekiel Elliott, and I understand the physicality, but I need to see some Tony Pollard in this game as well. If you look at his games, especially when we played them, when I think it was Dak was hurt, Tony Pollard was lit. He was lit that game and was turning up in that against that defense. So I need to see a heavy dose of Tony Pollard. We need to see quick flats out like you was talking about, screens, the sprint draw like Coach Marv said in that super chat. I think we just need to play fast against these guys and put that pressure on that defense. See, one thing about a team, just like if you're a basketball team, right? They say a team that pressures people don't like to be pressured, right? With a team that full court pressure you, those teams don't like being pressured. They like to put the pressure, but they don't like the pressure put on them. That's what I feel like needs to happen with these Cowboys. We need to play fast against these guys, some no huddles, some quick tempo offense. I feel like that's going to really put pressure on that defensive line, especially if they're rushing forward. Get those guys tired up front. Make it to where they can't sub those guys in and out, and they get tired and gassed and tongues coming out their mouth. We needed to see that type of tempo, in my opinion, against these San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, my God. So I want y'all to realize what just happened right there. Brian Broaddus had something that he called the Gang of Seven. So he called these ex-coaches, current coaches to get thoughts on the Dallas Cowboys. He could have just called Big Game James and me and the OC.
Basically.
Salute.
Because we said everything that he was saying on Tuesday. They did that. He talked about what the Gang of Seven said yesterday. So some people gonna say you bragging. Now some of y'all be disrespecting us. I read some of y'all comments. Oh, y'all really think y'all know what y'all talking about, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something. The only difference between the OC, Candy, and me, and Big Game James, and Law, and all these other people is opportunity. If you gave any one of us an opportunity, we already showing you that we belong. You see what I'm saying? So that's number one. But getting back to football, it's very encouraging to hear us talk about exactly how to beat San Fran. And Broaddus is talking to people that played San Fran, saying this is how to beat San Fran. Candy, am I tripping?
No, you're not tripping. It's providing receipts. It's providing credibility, especially if people in the comments trying to knock your credibility and take it away. It's nothing wrong with showing them that they're wrong from time to time. And if they're wrong, they're wrong. In this case, in most cases with you, they and OC and everyone else, they have been wrong. So pull those receipts up as much as you need to.
Am I tripping? OC?
No, you good, man. I mean, Candy said it beautifully. That's what I was gonna say. Show receipts. I mean, you say you got the Gucci bag, and you got to show the receipt, and it better cost what a Gucci bag costs. It can't be a knockoff. So all we just trying to tell you, man, we ain't no knockoff version here, man. You ain't getting no half price, Gucci bag that you can buy in the back alley, on a bad part of town. You got the genuine article that you got to go and buy from the store at Neiman Marcus. That's all we're trying to tell you. That's it. So listen, on that point, man, please hit the likes, okay? Please get the likes up, because we got a lot of people, and all the likes are not we don't have 1-for-1 likes for everybody that's watching. All right, I do know that. So please hit the like button. If you hadn't subscribe already. Follow Boss Cowboy Sports on all platforms: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And of course, you can follow Candy at her channel, and you can follow me, the OC of 100, on Twitter.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I called my homie like after that, because sometimes he didn't need it, but it's good to encourage people, man. When I'm listening to my boy say exactly what Brian Broaddus was saying the day after, that he heard from an NFL executive, and when Big Game James said what he said about the tempo, bro, we didn't prep for that. OC, did we prep for that? No,
we don't ever prep.
Yeah.
That's what y'all don't get. We doing this off the top of the dome just based on what we know.
Right.
That's what you don't get.
Right.
And that
based on what we know. We tell you not what we.
Go ahead, Ken.
They really might want to hit the subscribe button, because it seems like what OC calls them, the 4-letter networks, or a day late and $1 short. So if they want the real news and the real a day ahead of time, they'll go ahead and tune in and watch your shows.
Dog, my boy Law
If you're really a real Cowboys fan, you'll get a jump on Cowboys news here.
Right. Yeah, straight freestyle. Law, we ain't never, ever prep. Never. So when Big Game James said what he said, when Law said what he said, OC said what he said, and I said what I said, going right at Bosa, all of that, off the dome. And I don't want y'all to take that like we saying we don't do work. The reason we was able to do that off the dome is because we researched. Because see, this is my film actual breakdown of looking at how to stop a pass rusher. So that's why when you go to my Twitter, the first thing I said in my Twitter is the film clearly says that Bosa only likes football when the opposing QB is passing. Yeah, it's right here. So we did the work first. That's why we're able to go off of the dome. And Candy, you right. This is why everybody should follow, honestly, only us.
Yeah.
So I got something else, man. I want to run by y'all too, man. That's important, and then we go get into some more sauce in terms of sneaking up on San Fran, because I do see the sneak. I see we sneaking up on them, bro. We really getting ready to sneak up on these. Listen, I'm gonna say this with a lot of conviction. It was a whole lot of people afraid last week. I get it. They was afraid of Tampa. Terrible. I came out. I did Petty Tuesday. Okay, because I was mad. But let me tell y'all something. I forgive everybody. Hopefully y'all forgive me for going at y'all, being upset with the switching up. But at this time, I do want y'all to come back to the family and enjoy the game. I really do. I want y'all to, you tripped. It's okay. We all tripped. It's okay. You said we was gonna lose. Hey, that's cool. Come on back. It's okay.
Oh, but
No, I mean that because they family. Like, at the end of the day, they still Cowboy fans. You know what I mean? So it's like, and Amp really helped me with this, and the OC. Amp told me, he said, bro, you got to understand, you come from a generation where you saw us winning. You saw us. So it's young fans, they only knew the Romo era. Like, for real.
I need the cash pronto. I don't throw interceptions like Romo.
So if you went through that era, I can see why you scorn. And the OC was trying to come down. He was like, boss, you got to understand, some of these boys got trauma. I was like, I don't care, OC. I don't care.
Hey, I'm in a Romo era.
That's why you the way you are.
Oh, hell no.
Romo era. I'm from the real era. So, but all you people from the Romo era, you know what I'm saying? Because I already know, man, Romo hurt y'all.
I need the cash pronto. I don't throw interceptions like Romo.
All them interceptions.
SD there.
So when you had something on that OC, you look like you froggy. You had something on that?
No, man, I just look. It is what it is, man. Said, man, everybody not built for the big moments. Everybody not built for the championship games. And I'm not coming down on anybody that had doubts, because I understand that you suffer through a drought, you know, of us not going to the Super Bowl. But this is a different team, right, a different era, a different situation. And that's all we trying to educate you on. That's why we doing these shows. We're trying to help you understand and break down the differences and why this is different. You know, I mean, on every team and on every family, you know, you got that scared little sister, and then sometimes you got that wild, real strong, fight anybody older sister, you know? And that's what this is, you know? You got some of us, man, that are kind of like a little bit timid, and then you got other people to pick up the pace, man, and balance out the ship, man. So that's what this is.
And so my boy say Petty Tuesday should be a regular. I can't do that, bro. I can't, bro. I can't. Because I'm too raw. I can't do that. I want to get to some other football talk, and then we go get up out of here. We go talk about this, and I want to really go through this too in detail, because I see some. I want to run this by all of y'all. So David Lombardi says San Fran offense nightmare to defend, especially with CMC. And the 49ers nearly have 4 qualifying targets who've averaged at least 3 yards of separation at time of catch. The highest is Debo with 4.3 yards of separation. I'm going to tell y'all right now, that's amazing. That's crazy good. Jennings 3.5, Kittle 3.3. fantastic for a tight end. IU 2.9, that's average. No other team has more than 2 qualifying targets who fit this criteria. So I'm gonna say something, and I want to hear from you, especially OC, on this, because I know you got a very good offensive mind, and I'm gonna defer to you a little bit. I'll fight you if I think you're wrong, but I'm gonna more so be ready to humble myself, because you real good. No, he real good at offense. Like I listen and sit back a lot when my boy start talking.
Hence the name.
The OC. No, that's real. But check this out. I want to run this by you, OC. Because I've been muddling through this in my head. So this is where I think Shanahan is low-key genius. Okay, to me, this is the genius of Shanahan. He got 2 running backs that's also receivers. The genius of that is, and I know this from a defensive player, because I gotta explain how we really match up against offenses. So y'all hear me out. Let me explain this. Okay, I gotta really explain this. So every team has a sideline coach on defense. Hear me out. His sole job is to watch the offensive huddle while they're on their sideline to evaluate what packages is entering the game. So as the offense runs out with a particular package, the defensive coach that's watching them counters that package with a package that fits it as a matchup. So let me explain. So 11 personnel is obviously 1 tight end, 1 running back, and 3 receivers. So that coach, if he sees 3 receivers run out with 1 tight end and 1 running back, likely what he's going to do is call for the nickel package. Okay? Because the nickel package is the counter to the offensive weapons. So when you have 3 receivers in an 11 personnel, you have to get the right personnel out there, or you would have a mismatch. So this is where, and I'm just being real, Shanahan is genius. Because when you got guys that's truly interchangeable, like Debo and McCaffrey, who both can play running back and who both can play receiver, you go likely at some point in the game have the wrong package out there. And even if you have the right package out there, they can switch them guys up to where now it's the wrong package. You see what I'm saying, OC?
Yeah.
So,
you know,
but real quick, and then I gotta flip it to us, and then I'm gonna sit back and listen. This is where I believe Shanahan and Quinn have learned from each other, because Quinn is the same way on defense. He also somebody that's what, interchangeable. So if they coming out there with interchangeable weapons, we need interchangeable defense. And I think right now, just me.
Who's your guy?
Yeah, I think Jabril Cox is the best answer for the genius that they got going over there at San Fran. Because I noticed as a defensive player, if you get one of these dudes matched up on a stiff, it's over. And you can do that by coming out in 21 personnel, which they do often. So if you come out there in 21 personnel where you got 2 running backs, and those running backs is Debo and McCaffrey, but you can then interchange them to then become a receiver, either one of them interchangeable in the slot or whatever, and then they gotta face an Anthony Barr or a LVE, bro, let's just keep it real. That ain't gonna work. They gonna likely move those chains. So I'm looking at, and then I'm gonna shut up, OC. I want to hear from you and Candy on this, because I'm thinking about the game where Jordan Lewis with the Saints had an assignment on Kamara. I think ideally Jabril Cox is the best suited package guy, but then Donovan Wilson comes to mind. Bland strongly comes to mind. And I just wanted to sit back and get both of y'all thoughts on that.
Yeah, so I'll kick it off on this side of it. You know, this is what makes the game of football so fun and engaging, because it's not just a bunch of guys running out there and hitting each other. It's a lot of details and a lot of different scenario-based planning that you really got to do.
Yeah.
So to the point of what you said, Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel, this is what you didn't say that's critical. It gives them a chance, San Francisco, to audible into empty formation at any time.
Right.
That's what it does. They can go empty on you. They can check and go empty on your butt anytime. And are you ready for that? Right? And that's gonna be, to me, the telltale of this game. Now, you know, to something that I said earlier, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but I said this on the final word: Jabril Cox would be the ultimate spy.
Yep.
In this situation, at least for certain scenarios, he's the ultimate spy, because he's a 4'4" guy. He's 6'3", he's 230. He can sprint, he can run, he can tackle adequately enough, and he can cover. And this is what I think, to give you guys some more sauce and details. This is it's not just, you can compensate a little bit with zone coverage behind LVE and behind Anthony Barr, not to get burned underneath a little bit. But here's the matchup that I think that Dan Quinn has to be the most wary about, and this is why you need a Jabril Cox, okay, in my opinion, okay? Is because the guy they can pick on in the passing game and take advantage of is Donovan Wilson.
Right.
Donovan Wilson is a downhill, in the box safety tackle, dude. He's not a cover. If you put Deebo or you put McCaffrey on him, dude, that is a horrific mismatch in space. It just is. And no offense to him, it just is. So you got to have a counter for that, and switching up what you do. I don't know, maybe he puts Israel down there sometime and switches it up if he doesn't go to Cox, but something has to be done. Maybe he leaves Damone Clark sometime and he subs out Anthony Barr and let Damone Clark cover, because Damone Clark is faster. He's more athletic. He can actually stay with the guy foot for foot. But yeah, it's a really intriguing matchup, man. And I think that what Dan Quinn has to do succinctly and with very, very pinpoint precision, he has to systematically make his defense in such a way that he's going to take away McCaffrey or Deebo on this play. You ain't going to take away both, but I'm going to try to take away McCaffrey, and I'm going to try to take away Deebo on this play, and that's the science and the study behind the game. Go ahead, Candy. I don't want to hold the mic too long.
No, I think that's stated perfectly. You have to take away the threats, and I like Jabril Cox there in that position. Like you said, he can run, he can sprint, he can tackle. I think that's perfect, and I kind of have seen throughout the season that the Cowboys has addressed these little problems against teams coming up, and I think that we know that this is a problem, and this would be a great answer to the problem of Deebo Samuels and McCaffrey right there. It's a problem that we're not going to avoid. It's not going to go anywhere, and we have to have that premonition going into this game, and we need to put Jabril Cox there. They're players, like you said, that could play both ways. They could be wide receivers or running backs any moment, and I think Jabril Cox gives us the best versatility there. If that were to occur, which it probably will in this game, we need someone to counter that, and Cox is probably our best bet.
I got some good stuff coming in from the chat. Liam said Jabril Cox on Kittle, Curse banged up. I know, right?
Yeah. I mean, I hate that Curse sprained that knee, man. I really do. I hate that he's sprained that knee. And here's another alternate, and that's what I was about to say. So that was really good about the chat, because what you got, they could unleash the beast on you, right? They could release, like San Francisco, just to be real, they could release the Kraken on your butt at any time, right? They could have Debo running out there, right, in a pattern. They could have McCaffrey running in a pattern. They can have Ayuk running in the pattern. They can have Kittle running in the pattern. And they can have, what's his name, Chandler, the other wide receiver. Is it Chandler? Have him running out there in a pattern. And he's a good little wide receiver too. So now, what are you going to do, right? So to me, if you do that, the benefit that we have is a pass rush. And we got to get home, baby. We got to get home. We got to basically make this guy throw quick passes. And this is why this is a chess match, because I think he's going to convert some first downs, but you want to make it quick. You don't want to let him pat the ball and let something shake open downfield. Make him get the ball out with tempo and then tackle upon catch. And that's what it's going to come down to on some of these offensive formations with San Francisco. Go ahead.
And
y'all.
Then Brian said Jabril didn't play much this year. He didn't. But see, I'm trusting Quinn. Hear me out. And then, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Candy. I'm trusting Quinn because, see, Quinn came out there and played an excellent chess game with that Israel move. That wasn't a good move. It was excellent. Excellent. So just think what they did. Just let's sit back and think about the chess that they played. Just think about the chess that they played. Like, really think about it. They had Kelvin Josephs out there versus the Jags. Then they had Nashawn Wright out there. Then they had Mullins out there. Came out at a press conference after we lost and said, I know now who's going to be the corner. Smoke screened the whole world, because it sure did sound like easily that it was going to be somebody who played. Right? Going back to this right here. Jabril didn't play much this year. See, I'm seeing some super chess going on, and I'm not tripping. Because then when he said, I'm going to reveal who that corner is, I'm not going to tell you. Do y'all remember he said that in that press conference? So most of us said, it's probably Nashawn Wright, or it's probably Xavier Rhodes, or it could be even Kelvin Joseph. They could give him another chance. Nobody at all thought for even 1 second it was going to be Israel. So when I look at a game like this, and I look at how my coach played chess before, I'm thinking you might play chess again. Because right now, I'm just keeping it real. And this idea came from the OC. He said it Tuesday. I didn't start really getting it until Wednesday evening. About Wednesday evening, it started clicking. It started. I was like, yeah. I was looking at the genius of having weapons that's versatile: receiver, running back, receiver, receiver, running back, receiver, and see your mind going over and over: receiver, running back, receiver, nickel, linebacker, corner, nickel, linebacker, corner, nickel, linebacker, corner, nickel, linebacker.
Right.
The camera on your OC. The camera on you. You don't know it.
Oh man, no, I didn't know, man. I told you I'm flying blind. So you got.
I forgot that.
Yeah, so I mean,
because I was like, why he sitting there? I was like, why he just sitting there?
No,
My bad.
I was listening to you laugh like a mad scientist. Now go ahead. So hey, listen. At the end of the day, man, you got a guy that's versatile enough to play linebacker or play really your big nickel, right? And got cornerback skills,
right?
And that's what you want. You got a guy that can tackle in space, not just tackle in space, but run in space. And that has the agility to handle corner-like responsibilities. And so this goes way back to him being at LSU, even beyond that when he played at North Dakota State, right? When he was really the big nickel, he was really the safety. And then he went to LSU and they put him at outside linebacker, and he was covering versus Mississippi State, covering versus Texas A&M when they tried to ISO him and challenge him with wide receivers that he covered down the field, right? So, you know, at the end of the day, man, you got to be smart and use the pieces. And this goes, and listen, this is why I like this. This goes to Stephen Jones's ideal. Draft picks. You invested draft capital, use the man. Don't tell me about Josh Ball and giving him a chance, giving him some run, and you ain't going to give Jabril Cox some run in this type of game? Man, get out of here. So I'm telling you, man, that's the best possible scenario. I've thought through. Look, I'm like the architect on the Matrix on this, man. I've thought about all the scenarios.
Yeah.
I've thought about all the scenarios, and the best possible scenario is to put Jabril Cox. That's the best possible scenario. They're alternate outcomes.
Yep.
They're alternate realities, but they're not ideal for this situation.
Yep.
The most ideal person to put out there is Cox. So we'll see how it plays out, boss. We'll see what Dan Quinn got up his sleeve. If he got another ace card to pull out of his sleeve, man, we'll see what happens.
Hey, I'm going to run this by you and Candy. Keystone said there's no film on Izzy nor Jabril. What's y'all thoughts on that?
Facts. Go ahead, Candy. You go first, Candy.
All part of our game plan. It could be that could be to our advantage. That's what I think on that. That could be to our advantage. They can't destroy what they can't see.
Right.
How does that? Y'all help me out with that. Ian.
Gotcha.
Hands can't hear what your eyes can't see.
Yeah.
It's on UOC.
Yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the day, man, and you said it perfectly, Candy. You can't prep for nothing you have nothing to prep off of.
Right.
How can I tell you to cut some onions unless you got an onion?
Right.
I can't tell you to cut up an onion, prep it for the soup. Cut up onion. You don't have an onion. I didn't bring no onions in the kitchen. Ain't no onions. You're prepping on air. And that's the problem when you bring in these little nuanced pieces that you don't have any film on. You're prepping on air. And all of a sudden, you could be prepping for nothing. You're prepping for nothing now because I didn't even play the dude you thought I was going to play. I played another dude.
Right.
So I'm messing with your practice week.
Hold on,
I'm messing with your head.
Yeah.
Man, put
because
some
I'm making you prepare for stuff that you're not going to even see, or you either not preparing for something that you are going to see. That's the nuance and the psychological warfare, man, that goes on with coaches as they sit through these meetings and look at tape and try to project. And here's the issue. Look, Kyle Shanahan, he's a good coach, but he ain't prepped for all the scenarios. He only really, as a responsible play caller, because he is a responsible play caller in my opinion, he's going to prep the most for what he has seen. That's what he's going to do, which is the most practical thing to do, by the way. That's the most practical, but not always the most prudent thing to do. And with the Dan Quinn, you're going to have to prep for scenarios to be prudent that you have not seen on things and project what he possibly could do to you now. And that's the benefit of this roster and how this defense was put together. So now it's the time to use it.
Right. And see, first of all, y'all fired up.
Dracarys.
The whole team deserves flames. He deserves it. One more time, y'all. Y'all fired.
Yoga fire.
Fired up for the big homie. So, and I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. Some of y'all ain't gonna like what I'm getting ready to say. Sadiq would say, "Don't steal your swag." I don't
my
steal
girl.
swag.
So
I don't
dude,
steal
what's up?
swag. I borrow swag. You hear me? And see, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's not. Hey man, hey, that's my partner. Wait a second. I'm gonna tell everybody in the chat. Hold on, man, that's my partner, man. If you want to borrow the swag, I license my swag to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have a licensing agreement amongst
Right.
each other, so he can borrow the swag, man. He can
Right.
borrow the swag. That's
I can borrow the homie swag. He ain't got no problem with it. We done already talked about it. I done signed a non-disclosure, man. We all good, bro. I'm borrowing the swag.
That's deep. That's deep.
Oh yeah, that's deep. That's the homie, man. He ain't even tripping, bro. Like say, I'm wearing the hoodie right now, bro, because what I'm getting ready to say is super real. I'm gonna even bring back my clear eye views. I'm gonna bring that back. It's time to bring back the clear eye views. But this the deal, bro. And I gotta say this, bro. Some of y'all ain't ready to hear this. I'm so proud of Dallas right now. I'm so proud of the courage that my front office have shown. Cause this is courage what they did, y'all. I'm dead serious, bro. Ain't no way you can just watch them literally prioritize the playoffs over momentum and it worked the way that it worked. Where you literally had Brady confused, but then not clap it up for them. You gotta clap it up for them. The level of genius that I'm seeing from my front office, I'm loving this. I'm proud of them. I'm so proud. Like, look at the chess moves that they did just to give us the best chance. Y'all literally let y'all nuts hang by sitting Bohanna and Neville in preparation for this moment. And see, this is why I don't like a lot of you San Fran people, man. And I mean this. This is why I don't like a lot of y'all. Because I do understand that y'all hot, but some of y'all very cocky and disrespectful. And y'all got the nerve to put your chest out and ask us questions like, what y'all gonna do to stop our run? As if we not taking stopping the run serious. And then they come up with all these stats and talking about y'all was ranked this and that. When none of those ranks take into account the upgrade that we did during the trade deadline. None of that. Because before we could really start getting data proof that what's the DT name that we acquired, bro? Man, what's his name?
Hankins.
Because everybody know now that we average a whole yard less when he plays. But he only played like 4 games and then he got hurt. So guess what? The average still was off. And then when you look at the last 4 games and you see that they hardly even was playing Bohanna, it looks like to me they was more so preparing all 3 of those one techs for this moment. Crazy nuts by our front office.
There you go.
Crazy big nuts. And I'm proud of them, bruh. I'm very proud of them that they took this moment exponentially serious. They ran smoke screens. They was running deceptions. They was very strategic and quiet about these smart moves. Clap it up for front office. All of y'all. Jerry, Steven, and Will. Great job. So OC and Candy, we go get into our last words. Candy, we'll kick it off with you.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to play the 49ers on Sunday. I think that the Cowboys are going to bring their A game. When I say A game, I mean the game that they played against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think everyone's going to be at full capacity. Dak is going to have another great game. And I think that we'll be able to stop the run or the passing if they decide to go the wide receiver route with Samuels or McCaffrey. Sorry.
No, you good.
Yeah, so I look Sorry. Yeah, I look forward to the game. I think that this is actually going to be, like I said, I wanted to see a real game. I wanted to see a matchup, but I always want my Dallas Cowboys to come up on top. So I think this is the matchup. This is the playoff game that I'm really going to like watching. But of course, we're going to get the W.
Yeah, and then I'll go ahead and go real quick. Appreciate that, Candy. We got us a comment from Philadelphia Underdogs. He said, proud of winning a wild card? Wait till you win the second round before you being so quick to be proud of front office.
This is an achievement.
Bro. It's all good, bro. That's all good. Listen, man.
I don't even reply.
I'll just say this.
I don't even.
I'll just say this.
What?
Everybody got their own standards. If you need to,
But
if
we're
you need to
past
win,
the wild card.
but see, my standards. I'm proud now. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm proud now. I'm proud to see how smart we moved in preparation for this revenge game. So I'm proud now. I don't gotta win to say I'm happy. Maybe you need that, and I'm not gonna judge
because
you.
you can see the progression.
I'm not gonna
You
judge
can
you
see
for
the
having your
progression.
standard. And listen, bro, you
I said,
telling
well,
me
because you
you saying you
progression
would wait.
behind it.
He's saying he would wait, bro. That's you. You saying you would wait. That's cool. I don't gotta wait. You know what I'm saying?
Cowboys.
And I'm not saying I'm better than you. I chose to tell my front office thank you now. Okay? Because I like how they moved on this. I like how they kept Israel a secret. I like how they camouflaged how they was getting ready to use Michael Parsons. I'm happy now. And when I see you do something, I like to say thank you now. I don't like to wait. I want to say right now, I appreciate you for doing what we've been wanting you to do. Because we've been over here begging for him to use Michael Parsons as a chess piece to where you're moving them all around. We've been begging for it. And then when we get it, I'm going to wait. See, just some of y'all toxic. And Philadelphia, I'm not even sure if you're a Cowboy fan. Like, are you a Cowboy? I still don't know what you are.
He's a Philly fan.
He a Philly fan? Then why is he saying Philadelphia?
He's a Philly fan.
He a Philly fan?
Well, that's probably a nickname for the season.
I wasted all that time.
I think he a Philly fan, bro.
I don't know what he is.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
What are you, dog?
I think he's a Philly fan.
What are you?
I think he's a Philly fan. Seriously.
Can you please let everybody know where you stand, bro? Because you seem like you a switch up type.
If we locked in, you know, switching up.
Like, who are you? Because as a matter of fact,
he's a Philly fan, bro.
If you a Philly fan and you spend all that time over here, bro, you a Cowboy fan. You switching up.
If we locked in,
no, man.
You know, switching up.
He a boss cowboy sports fan, man. He like that real content, man. You like that real content.
He like that real content. Hey,
cool.
Thanks for staying too, bro.
You like that real content, bro.
Welcome, homie.
I appreciate you.
All right, but we still want to know who your team is, bro. Can you at least tell us who your team is? I ain't gonna troll you. I just want to know, bro. Listen, bro. I need to know, bro.
I be trying to figure out like why I want you to be loyal to them. They ain't loyal to you. I don't really get this.
Can you identify yourself, please?
I'm 99% sure, boss. He's a Philadelphia fan, but that's cool, man. Thank you, man, and we appreciate you supporting the channel. You welcome here anytime, bro.
You welcome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, for real. Because at least he's not overboard. He alright. I can.
Yeah.
He got the right.
I understand where he's coming from because he really a Philly fan. I get it.
I get it. Yeah, I get it too. Yeah, you cool, bro. Ain't nobody tripping on you. Welcome. But I want to give my final words on this, and then obviously the man of the hour, the OC, go close it out. Who been killing it lately, man? And you know, I called OC today, didn't I, bro? I called OC and I was just like, bro, I just gotta tell you, bro, you've been killing it. You know what I mean? And I just really respect the hard work that he's been doing in terms of the film breakdown, the analysis, the real true thought that he put in on how to win. and he be putting up some good stuff, bro. I listen to the OC video breakdowns, bro. I be floored. I be like, boy, this boy is, man, Yoga Flames, bro. Y'all light it up for the home.
Dracarys.
So check this out, though. Like, from everything that we talked about today, I really do believe that this is true. I see the sneak up. I see that we sneaking up on those Niners. I see it. I see how Quinn been playing it, keeping it close to the vest. I see what Candace started out this whole show with. The fact that he knows how Shanahan thinks because he had to report to him. When you look at the fact that we got people that match up to their matchup problems, when you look at the fact that we already know that we got to run the ball on these guys, that when you look at the fact that we clearly sandbagged our one text to make sure they was ready for these tidal waves that's getting ready to try to hit us Sunday. When I say tidal waves, I'm talking about the running game. When you look at all the ways that we have committed to matching up against our rival, I'm just happy. The only thing I want to see right now to just cap it off is heart from the players. I'm going to live with whatever happened. If I see heart and discipline from the players, I'm going to be cool with whatever result. I'm going to be cool with it. Because at this point, let me just finish it like this. My sons were supposed to fight in a tournament for Taekwondo. They was ranked #1 in the state. So when they was ranked #1 in the state, everybody supposed to be fighting up to them to take their trophy. But I had a dispute that made it to where they had to register at the last minute. So they had to fight from the bottom all the way to the top. Neither one of my sons won state that year. But I watched them whoop 14 boys. Wait. I watched my sons whoop 14 boys. And then my youngest son, he was crying because he didn't win. Now, he should have already guaranteed place. He was crying because he worked for 4 years to get to that moment. And I wasn't mad. I was not mad. I was over here like, I just watched y'all whoop 14 boys. I know you didn't get the state trophy. But every kid in there said, y'all the best here. If y'all didn't have to fight from the bottom because of that dispute, y'all was clearly the champions. I walked out proud. I ain't walked out with no medal. I walked out proud. So that's how I feel right now. I just want my Cowboys to close it out with excellent effort, good discipline, and I'm going to live with whatever happened. That's my final word. It's on you, OC.
Yeah, man. So if you look at this game and you look at the nuances and the different angles of how we came up the mountain this year, I feel like that the Cowboys have had enough disadvantages with the injury to Dak Prescott, the injury to Jonathan Hankins, the injury to LVE, the disappointment play on some part of Kelvin Joseph to be successful. Sometimes you need disadvantages to make you a successful person. And I feel like that this team is a good team, but is bordering toward a great team because of having to play with some handicaps and overcome some disadvantages throughout the season to become a truly great team. The Cowboys are coming to Candlestick Park to win this game. Right? The San Francisco 49ers are confident because they beat up on, to me, a very average Seattle Seahawks team, and they're going to take that confidence and think they're going to beat up on the Cowboys. I see this game different. I think it'll be a dynamic game and close in spots, but I see the Cowboys winning this game late and taking this game away from the San Francisco 49ers because of all of the disadvantages we've had to be a success this year. So, hey, y'all tune in. Y'all stay tuned to Boss Cowboy Sports. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Follow me, the OC100 on Twitter. And until next time, guys, we'll see you.
We'll see you, man. Y'all stay up. Y'all look out for some videos, man. We got some videos breaking out tomorrow.
Boss Cowboys.
Y'all make sure y'all also follow Candy.
Where
Candy.
your voice matters.
Candy, let every...
Locker Room. Like Candy's Locker Room, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter is @CandyLand.
Yes, indeed. Appreciate you, Candy. Also, we got us a new show that we doing. Y'all get used to that new show. We gonna be doing it often. The Barbershop Talk with Boss Cowboy. So every time I sit there and get my hair cut,
Boss Cowboy Sports.
Y'all get it too.
I love it because you do have the freshest cut.
Man, I appreciate it. Y'all stay up.